Japan is a country full of mystery. Only when you have been to Japan will you learn to understand the unique culture and the Japanese way of life. So we are here with my partner Angel to give you some interesting and significant information about this country. So at this you would become more acquainted and knowledgeable about this amazing, spectacular, jaw-dropping, show-stopping, terrific country, Japan. So we want you guys to sit back, relax, and be amazed of how amazing this country is, Japan.
First on our list is geography. Japan is an island country. It consists essentially of 5 major islands. We have Honshu, the main island, Hokkaido, North Island, Kyushu, Shikoku, and the Okinawa Islands, and its 6,847 remote islands. Its total area is 337,961.32 square kilometers, which means it is a little bigger than Victoria, which only has 227,416 square kilometers. Fun fact about the geography of Japan, you can actually fit 22 Japans inside Australia. Wow! It's a lot of Japan, right? Now you know how big Australia is and how small Japan is. You might have already known the capital city is Tokyo, but some previous capitals of Japan includes Kyoto, Nara, and Kamakura. Second on our list is the population. The population of Japan is estimated at 127 million as of 2020, with a population density of 337 people per square kilometer. Greater Tokyo area alone has over 30 million people, which is more than the total of Australia's population, which only has 23 million. Isn't it so ironic? The smaller country has more people than the bigger one. Sugoi! That's how productive Japanese people are. Third on our list is the climate. Japan has 4 distinct seasons. They call it Shiki, and will show you totally different phases in each season you visit. First is spring, or Haru as they call it, March to May. Warm and pleasant weather, the rainfall is the lowest this time of year. Next is everyone's favorite, summer, or Natsu, June to August. Starts with the rainy season, then a hot and humid Japanese summer arrives. Woo! What a great time to flaunt your hard-earned body on Japan. Third is autumn, or Aki, September to November. Mild weather and cool, fresh air. What a great time to spend a night with your loved ones and be romantic. Last but definitely not the least is winter, or Fuyu, December to February. It is pretty dry with frequent sunny days. Holidays.
So you already heard what my partner Maxi said about the beautiful country of Japan, and I'm also here, Angel Carmen, to introduce amazing facts about it. Come and let us all amaze about the hidden beauty of Japanese. Before we proceed to our next list, I will give you 10 interesting facts about Japan that most of us didn't know. There's a lot of things to love about Japanese culture, and whether you're visiting for the first time or already familiar with life in Japan, there's always plenty to discover about this fascinating country. First, it's good manners to slurp your noodles. It is a sign of enjoyment and also cools down the noodles as you eat. The second one is the traditional Christmas Eve meal is KFC. Ang estimated 3.6 million Japanese fans on the KFC Christmas dinner and ordering weeks in advance as expected. Wow, KFC is so popular. The third one is Japan is mostly mountains. 70% of Japan is made up of forests and mountains. The fourth one is there's a rabbit island in Japan. The little island of Okinoshima in the inland sea is a popular spot for cuddle bunny tourists. Oh my gee, I really love bunnies. The fifth one is the number 4 is widely avoided in Japan since it sounds too similar to the Japanese word for death. Keep an eye in Japan and you notice buildings don't have a 4th floor. 6. There's a naked festival in Japan. Thousands of Japanese men strip naked in public to secure a fortune-filled year. Oh, it is amazing! 7. Japanese trains are some of the most punctual in the world. The average delay of Japanese trains is 18 seconds. Wow! Drivers are trained in ultra-realistic simulator and drive one train only. I wish that Philippines have this too. 8. The Japanese love wacky flavors. Eel flavored ice cream and green tea Kit Kats are just two of the weird and wonderful flavors you can come across in Japan. I want to try it too. It sounds so good. 9th. Everyone has their own seal. In Japan, people don't have signatures. They have their own seal, typically name translated into kanji characters. It is known as hanko. And last and definitely not the least is anti-ninja floors are 18. Japanese built homes with squeaky floors as a defense measure against ninjas. It is so cool. Japan is truly amazing. Let us know more about them. The first in my list is the Japanese religion. Shinto and Buddhism are Japan's two major religions. Shinto is as old as Japanese culture, while Buddhism was imported from the mainland in 6th century. Most Japanese consider themselves Buddhist, Shintoist, or both. The religion does not play a big role in the everyday life of most Japanese people. The average person typically follows the religious rituals at ceremonies like birth, weddings, funerals, visit shrine or temple, and New Year and participate at local festivals. Second on my list is the Japanese government. The current Japanese constitution was promulgated in the year 1946 during the occupation by the Allied powers. Naruhito is the current emperor of Japan. He is Japan's 126th emperor. The emperor does not have any effective power, but only the symbol of the state. In terms of legislature, the Japanese parliament is called the Daimyo. It consists of the House of Representatives. They are elected by the Japanese people. In terms of executive, the cabinet is headed by the Prime Minister. The current Prime Minister of Japan is Yoshihide Suga. The highest court is the Supreme Court. Other courts are district, high, family, and summer courts. Judges are appointed by the cabinet. In terms of election, the minimum voting age is 19 years old. Women receive the right to vote with post-war constitution. In terms of defense, the constitution prohibits Japan to maintain military forces and to lead war. Last on my list is the Japanese foods. It is the most awaited. When visiting Japan, you of course want to taste Japanese cuisine. There are so many types of dishes and local specialties you can choose from. But if I were to pick up 5 traditional dishes that I highly recommend, they would be the ones introduced on the next slides. Number 1 is sushi. It is one of the best known Japanese food around the world. I really love sushi. It is the food that you will surely eat every time. Sushi refers to a dish of pressed vinegar rice with a piece of raw fish. It is generally eaten with soy sauce and wasabi. Number 2 is sashimi. Similar to sushi but without rice. It is typically eaten with soy sauce for flavoring. It looks nice though. Number 3, unagi. It is a grilled eel. In Japan, it is a delicacy typical in high-class Japanese dining. There are also many casual restaurants that specialize in unagi. Number 4 is tempura, my most favorite in Japanese dishes. It is a dish involving ingredients like seafood, meat, and vegetable covered in butter and deep fried in oil. I get crave on this. 5. Udon. Unique dish for its thick noodles and very popular. The dough is made from flour and salt. Udon is enjoyed in seafood broth soup or by pouring soup and toppings like tempura on top of it. Like soba, you can savor udon hot or cold. There is no one designated way to eat udon. Japan is really fantastic and amazing. It is one of the most beautiful places mean to you. I hope someday we will be able to visit it and see how beautiful the Japan